So good afternoon. Today, second session of political science class. In the morning, we started the third lesson, that is executive. Okay, and that class, the last class, we discussed about the important aspects related with the term executive. Okay, what is executive, and what are the functions of an executive? This is too important for the examination. Now, this period we are going to discuss about the functions of executive and the different types of executives in different kinds. I mean, different types in the sense different names we are using there. The powers are different. Powers of this head of this nation or head of the government. Those are different. Okay, related with the different countries. So I am using this opportunity to discuss such kind of things in this class. Okay, so back to our textbook. So the question is, what are the different types of executive? What are the different types of executive? Here you can see, okay, you have about, sorry, every country may not have the same type of executive. That's most important aspect. Every country may not have the same type of executive. So differences are there. You may have heard about the president of USA and the Queen of England, but the powers and functions of the president of the USA are very different from the powers of the president of India. Similarly, the powers of the Queen of England are different from the powers of the King of Nepal. Okay, both India and France have prime ministers, but their roles are different from each other. Okay, this is the last topic we discussed in the last class. Okay, so different heads are there for the government and for the states. Their powers are also different, might have the same name, maybe the presidents, king, okay, or prime ministers, okay, but their powers are different, related with the constitution of different countries. The constitution is the authority, right? The written set of rules and regulation that creating the powers of different executives. I mean, political executive and the permanent executive. Okay, so the question is, why this changes? Why is this so? Okay, here to answer this question, we will briefly outline the nature of executive existing in some of these countries. Hello, Ashish, what happened? Okay, so the USA has a presidential system and executive powers are in the hands of the president. Clear? So the presidential system is following by United States of America. At the same time, the executive powers are in the hands of the president. Very powerful he is, executive, enforcing the laws. Clear? So very powerful. And in Britain, we discussed that it is Queen Elizabeth II, the former chief of the state, and the prime minister is the head of the government. So they are following a constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchy. Constitution is there, parliament is there, prime minister is there, but sorry, the head of the government is not the queen, but it is the prime minister. But the head of the state or the country, it is the queen. Okay. In France, both the president and prime minister are the part of the semi-presidential system. So France is an example for semi-presidential system. Okay, here the president, I mean here, not here, I mean France, not in India. Okay, in France, the president appoint the prime minister, okay, as well as the ministers, but cannot dismiss them as they are responsible to the parliament. So president is the one those who are appointing the prime minister and the ministers, but don't have the power to dismiss them because the ministers are responsible to the parliament. Clear? Clear? Okay, just keep that idea in your mind. Okay, the president appoint the prime minister as well as the ministers, but cannot dismiss them as they are responsible to the parliament. Next one, another country. Japan has a parliamentary system with the emperor as the head of the state and the prime minister as the head of the government. Clear? Emperor is there. Okay. At the same time, emperor is the head of the country, the states. Okay. Remember, in political sense, state means the country. Clear? A state means a country, state, country. Okay. And the prime minister at the head of the government. So the Japan, the ruler, I mean the emperor, he is the head of the country, and the president, sorry, the prime minister is the head of the government. So Italy has a parliamentary system with the president as the formal head of the state and the prime minister the head of the government. Okay, that is Italy. Okay, they are also following the parliamentary system With the president, the former head of the country, and the prime minister, the head of the government. Okay, so next one, Russia has a semi-presidential system where president is the head of the state and the prime minister who is appointed by the president is the head of the government. So Germany has a parliamentary system in which president is the ceremonial head of the state and the chancellor is the head of the government. Clear? So different countries, they are following different types of executive system. Okay. In a presidential system. So now we in this chapter we want to discuss about the differences between the presidential system and the parliamentary system and that of from semi-presidential system. Semi-presidential system, right? So basically, it's a kind of democracy only. Sometimes, and you can see you are able to find that monarch or an emperor or a queen. Okay, but they are also subjected to the constitution of the country. They are basically termed as the constitutional monarchy. Don't think that entirely in a medieval kings or queens are ruling the countries, right? Medieval kings or queens means the kings with coming with the sword, everything. Okay, right? And not like that. Don't think like that. It's a modern world. It's a modern world, right? We are living in 21st century, the era of computers. Okay, so think about that. A modern world it is. Okay, in a presidential system, the president is the head of the state. But one more thing it is there. In the ceremonies, they will come in that attire only. Clear? Ceremonial costumes are there for the kings and the queen there. You are observed any particular national day in these countries? I mean, Japan or Britain. Okay, they will celebrate like anything, like our Independence Day or Republic Day, right? Clear. So that time they will come in their ceremonial dress there. Anyway, it is a almost related with the contemporary style too. Okay, today we can say so. The presidential system, the president is the head of the state as well as the head of the government. Okay, here in this system, the office of the president is very powerful. So American example for that, a presidential democratic setup. Presidential democratic setup. That's what Donald Trump and Joe Biden, they are in a tug of war now in America, right? A tug of war is there. Okay, both are fighting for the power. Finally, yesterday Trump declared that, okay, I am ready. I understood that I defeated by the people in that election. So I am ready to leave the scene. Okay. So he accepted yesterday. But for that, nearly 5 people died there. Okay. Because of that trouble in that council hall in the White House. Not the White House there, basically. Their parliament. Clear? Understand? The council house. Let it. In a presidential system, the president is the head of the state as well as the head of the government. In this system, the office of the president is very powerful, both in the theory and practice. Okay. Theory and practice means that much powerful they are. Okay. Example, they are able to, what you can say, create changes in the rules that existing in the country and enforcing the rules there. Number of secrets also are there related with America. You know that. There are a number of things are there. Still today, it is not revealed. Okay. There is a number of conspiracy theories are there. Conspiracy theories are there. One of such things we can say that America is even keeping a relationship with aliens, it seems. Okay. Life species from other state, other planets, it seems. Right or not? It's going to be the Sector 51. Sector 51. Okay. Even American president also cannot go there. Clear? Have you heard about that, Mr. Amal Raj? Some interesting stories are there related with that. Simply, I told that. Okay, so no one knows about the reality behind such kind of things there. That's what they are using. I always using to say that it's a very powerful post in the world. It is the American president, right or not? Okay, but at the time of COVID, we came to know that it is not like that. Okay, number of people died there. Their medical field is we'll say that American model setup, American model medical system, American model of education, everything we needed, it seems. But the COVID proved that no country is okay that powerful in its medical field. Okay, let it. So countries with such a system include the United States, Brazil, and most nations in Latin America. What is that? They are following presidential system. Example, United States of America, Brazil, and a number of countries in Latin America. What is Latin America? The South American countries. South American countries, okay, including the Mexico, we can say that they are the Latin American countries. Latin American countries. Okay. Their culture is entirely different than the North America. Next, we are discussing about different types of executive. Okay. Here, first of all, system based on the principles of collective leadership. Okay. two systems are there. One is termed as the system, the executive system, that based on the principles of collective leadership. Okay, everyone is responsible for that. Okay, next one, system based on individual leadership. A single person is all powerful there. All right, clear order. We cannot say that in a presidential system also the president cannot act as a monarch or an authoritarian one. Okay, there is some rules and regulations are there. He's not a king anyway. Clear. Don't think that a power is like a king or something like that. Not like that. Okay. Anyway, here you can see parliamentary system. Head of the government is usually known as the prime minister. Okay, these things are important. Differentiate between different system of executive. So parliamentary system, head of the government is usually known as the prime minister. In its semi-presidential system, okay, has the president as the head of the state. In a semi-presidential system, president as the head of the state. Example, Russia. Next one, presidential system. Okay, what is that specialty here? President is the head of the state. Here, single or individual leadership is there. Individual leadership, right? Okay. Next one, parliamentary system. The prime minister is the leader of the majority party in the legislature, right? The prime minister is the leader of the majority party. Coming to the case of India, we know that 273 plus seats are necessary to make a government in India, right? In every election. One party alone or one group of party together needed 273 plus votes to create a government. Okay, clear or not? Okay, so which party scored that many seats or which coalition scored that many seats? Its leader is declaring as the prime minister. Okay, that's what the parliamentary system. The government is usually on the head of the government is usually on the prime minister. He is the leader of the majority party in the legislature. Okay, he is accountable to the legislature, answerable to the legislature, right or not? Clear. So legislature is combination of number of parties, different parties, right? Even the ruling party and the opposition parties, right? Yes or no? Definitely. So the prime minister is accountable to the legislature. Coming to the semi-presidential system, the president is the head of the state and a prime minister as head of the government. Clear? Prime minister at the head of the government. Okay. Next one, PM and his. 1 minute. Okay. Has a prime minister, has head of the government, PM, I mean prime minister, and his council are responsible to the legislature. Okay, president is not responsible to the legislature, but a prime minister and the ministers, I mean the council of ministers are responsible to the legislature in semi-presidential system. Okay, in the parliamentary system, who is responsible? The prime minister is responsible to the legislature. Okay, and the prime minister is accountable to the legislature. The head of the state may be, okay. So in the parliamentary system, the head of the state or head of the country may be a monarch, okay, maybe a king or a queen, or a president, right? So king or a queen means such kind of countries are following this setup. What is that? Constitutional monarchy. Clear? Japan and Britain is an example from your textbook. Here, prime ministers are there. At the same time, monarch is the head of the state. Monarch is the head of the state. Clear? Coming to the case of India, we can say that president is the head of the state. President is the head of the state. We are following parliamentary republic. That's what Republic of India, right? Right. That's what parliamentary republic we are following. Here, the president is the head of the state. Okay. And both this monarch and president, they are basically termed as the ceremonial executive. Ceremonial. Okay. The media will use the term that rubber stamps. Okay. Rubber stamp president. Okay. What do you mean that? They only want to listen the words of the legislature or council of ministers, right? Clear. There is no much powers with the president in India or a monarch in England. There is no powers. They always subjected to the ideas or bills, the rules that made by the legislature in the parliament. They have to sign in that. Clear. Only want to accept it. Sometimes we can reject also, but the number of times the legislature is repeating the same thing, they have to adjust with that. They have to accept it. Clear. That's what ceremonial powers, right? Clear or not? So January 26th, we know that's our Republic Day. Okay, so how our president will come to the Rajpath for the flag hoisting? An idea? What method? It's a ceremonial arrival, right or not? Anybody observed that so far? What is Republic Day and RD parade? It's a very famous in India, right or not? For the world leaders also, number of world leaders will come to our country. We will invite them to observe our RD parade, Republic Day parade in Rajpath, New Delhi. Clear? What is that? What will exhibit that day? Power of our country will exhibit there, right? Almost our army, navy, NCC, NSS, like of non-governmental organization also will participate in that. Almost most sophisticated weapons will exhibit that day. Okay, aircrafts. Anyway, aircraft will not exhibit on the Rajpath, on the sky, right or not? Clear. Missiles, like that, various things that we will exhibit that day and will show the power of the country to the entire world. Clear. It's called the Republic Day parade. In that parade, it is whose responsibility to hoist the flag? It is the president of the country. President of the country, right or not? And how he will come there? The ceremonial way, clear or not? If with the protection of this cavalry, infantry, number of soldiers, right or not? Horses, camels, like that, various things. Today you cannot see anywhere, right? Don't wait up to 26th of January, the same month, right? The short days. Okay, but this year we are not expecting a grand parade or something like this. So various problems are there in New Delhi. The farmers strike is there. The same time, farmers also declared one thing. What is that? If farmers are again staying there in New Delhi and the government is not listening the words of or the demands of the farmers, they will create or they will do a parade in Rajpath. How? With the tractor, it seems. That's what the problem in Rajpath or New Delhi today. Clear? There's a clash between the farmers and the government. So we cannot expect a good parade or any good activity this year. Okay, clear? That's it's my perception there. Okay, might change also. The media are saying so. Clear or not? My perception in the sense that is related with the newses. Clear? I'm not a fortune teller anyway. Okay, this is related with the newses we are speaking. Clear? So listen carefully. So if it is not so, if you are observing or we can search in internet also the previous year's parades, okay, just observe it, then it will create goosebumps there, basically saying so. Okay, that much perfect parades are there, perfect exhibition of our military, exhibition of our what we can say, the weaponry or arms and ammunition, everything is there, right? So even American president also once came and they visited India, okay, only for a this Republic Day parade. Barack Obama. Okay, so that's something that 2015, the famous parade of that year. Okay, so just remember these things in your mind. Okay, so that much it is a ceremonial power for the president or what we can say, the monarch. Okay, ceremonial. There is no much powers with them. Basically, we can say the rubber stamp position it is. The media will use that time basically. So he is also coming to the case of presidential system. He is also the head of the government. He is the head of this nation and he is the head of the government. Who? The president. Okay, so now it is Joe Biden. Before that is Donald Trump. Before him it is Barack Obama. Okay, like that, various famous leaders they ruled America from Abraham Lincoln onwards. You know that great leaders are there for America. Clear? So understand that. For understanding, this is the best way for the understand the presidential system. Just understanding about the American election and the procedure. Okay, the president is usually directly elected by the people. Okay, in the presidential system, the president is usually directly elected by the people. He is not accountable to the legislature. Another thing. Okay, the president is not accountable to the legislature here. Understand? So he can take any decision. Okay, related with the situations there. So that's what we can say. The American president is very powerful. Okay. So if you're observing, so you can see that the number of commanders are along with him there. They are carrying some different briefcases with them. Okay. Observe also. Maybe movies you can. Okay. Because this nuclear weapons and its codes, everything is carrying by the American president. Let it. So today, so far, we discussed about the differences between different political system or parliamentary democracy and the role of executive. Okay, that is the parliamentary system. Okay, next one, the semi-presidential system and the presidential system Hope you got the ideas. Okay, is that ideas are clear? These things are clear for you?
So what is the difference between head of the state and head of the government?
Head of the state and head of the government, right or not? So head of the government in the sense, government is strictly related with and it is accountable to the legislature, right? Right or not? So political practice is there. Election, it's a compulsory one, right? Elections are compulsory to elect the president, sorry, the prime minister, right? Clear or not? So he is the head of the government in the sense he is accountable and he is responsible to the people. Whatever happened in the country, he is the only one. He is responsible to the people, right or not? Head of the state means we can say it's a ceremonial power. Ceremonial power there. Okay. So Republic of India, the head of the Republic of India is the prime minister. Sorry, the president. Clear? Clear. The president. But he is not responsible to the people. If any problem is there in the country, simply he can wash his hands and he can sit in the Rashtrapati Bhavan. There is no question. Clear or not? But Narendra Modi, the prime minister, is not like that. Everyone will start scolding him. Everyone will start blaming him. That is the difference between the head of the state and head of the government. Clear or not? Government is responsible for the welfare activities of the country. It is responsible for home affairs. It is responsible for foreign affairs. It is responsible for the poverty in the country. It is responsible for the providing job opportunities to the people. Number of things are there under the control of the government. Clear? So they are responsible. They are accountable. That's the difference between the head of the state and head of the government. Clear? Clear. So head of the state and head of the governments are different. Clear. But coming to the presidential system, both are same. That's what we are saying. It is very powerful post for America, the American president. Clear. Hope this idea is clear for you now. Ashurya, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Moving forward. Now we want to discuss about the semi-presidential system. Give me 1 minute. Okay. So here, look. Okay, the semi-presidential executive in Sri Lanka. Example, it is a Sri Lanka semi-presidential system. Okay, so carefully and perfectly, we want to observe these systems there. Differences are there. Okay, so if you're using your rational ideology, I mean rational thinking, you're able to understand that some governments are able to do everything in the country. No one is able to ask a question against them. Clear? So here, in 1978, the Constitution of Sri Lanka was amended and the system of executive presidency was introduced. So from 1978 onwards, the system of executive presidency was introduced. Clear? Under the system, executive presidency, people directly elect the president. Clear? People will directly elect the president. It may happen that both the president and prime minister belong to the same political party or to different political party, right? So people are electing them, right? So chances are there. Okay, might they will come from the same political party or from different political party. So just imagine, just think about the case of India. The president is from the same political party. Sorry, president and prime minister from the same political party or different political party. What is your answer? Different. So almost the president is nominating by the ruling party, right? Clear or not? So the presidents will come from the same party, we can say like that. Clear or not? Okay, example, BJP is ruling. BJP give importance to a person, those who supporting the ideology of BJP only, right? Anyway, they will not choose a Congress person. No chance at all. Clear or not? Example, if a class leader election, okay. So you will give preference to whom? The person, those who keeping friendship with you, right? Or a close relationship with you, right? So if you are committing any mistake, that person want to stay without opening his eyes, want to close his eyes or her eyes, right or not? So always you will give preference to such kind of people, right? Yes or no? Simple common sense it is. So BJP ruling, that time they will give preference to whom? A person also supporting BJP. So we cannot say that from the same political party. So APJ Abdul Kalam is an exceptional case for that. Okay, so nominated by Congress, sorry, BJP, but Congress party also supported him because he's a special or a special personality, right? Clear or not? He's a special personality. Okay, that's what BJP nominated, but Congress party also supported. Not only Congress party, almost all the political parties supported him because of that personality and his importance. Clear? Understand? Okay, so that's it. So number of states are under the control of BJP today. So definitely we can say that they will nominate a person, those who supporting the BJP party. So Ramnath Kovind, okay, the president of India. What is your answer? He's a supporter of BJP? Yes, of course. No, there is no doubt in that. It is. Okay. It is. Next one, the vice president. Who is the vice president? Who is the vice president? Oh, so sad, so sad. What about Venkaiah Naidu? No idea. So former BJP minister, right? Former BJP minister. Got it now, right? He also from BJP only. Clear or not? So simple idea. So governors that appointing by this central government, governors for different states. So BJP is appointing the governor means basically he will be from which party? The old leader of BJP party only. So from Kerala, we know that two leaders are there from BJP. One is Kummanam Rajashekharan. Okay, one Mr. Sridharan Pilla. So Kummanam Rajashekharan he appointed as the Mizoram governor, right? But to participate in the election, he came back to Kerala by resigning that post. Next, they choose another leader. Okay, the same post. Clear or not? So that's it. That's it. Just to keep that idea in your mind. Okay. So there is a difference in the politics. I mean, practical politics and theoretical politics, right? Okay. Contrary things we are able to find sometime. But if you are using your common sense, we are able to understand this only will happen. Okay, because this is the system. Clear? Understanding or not? Okay. So under the system of executive, so I am not saying to think critically. We have to think critically. Understand? Critical thinking is necessary. Understand? Not only the things in the textbook, not only the things that teacher taught, not only things that reading from the newspaper. Other side also is there for every news or every information what that we are gaining regularly. Clear? Clear. So critical thinking is necessary for a student of political science. Okay, you want to think like that. Okay, I'm appreciating your understanding and ideas. Okay, so under the system, the executive presidency, the people directly elect the president. It may happen that both the president and prime minister belong to the same political party or to different political parties. The president has the vast powers under the constitution. The president chooses the prime minister from the party that has a majority in the parliament though ministers must be members of the parliament. The president has the power to remove the prime minister or ministers. Apart from being the elected head of the state and the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, the president is also head of the government. Clear? The system is somewhat complicated there in Sri Lanka. What is that? What is that? What is that? Here it is called to be a semi-presidential executive system in Sri Lanka. Okay. Here, the president and the prime minister, chances are there they are from the same political party or from different political party also. Here, the president chooses the prime minister from the majority party in the country. Clear? And appointing by the president only. And he has the power to dismiss the prime minister also and even the ministers. And the powers are there with the president. What is that power? He is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Clear? And who is the commander-in-chief of armed forces in India? Who is the commander-in-chief of armed forces in India? Indian president only, right? That also Indian president only. In India also, Indian president is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Clear? So any military movement is necessary. The sanction of the president is important. Sanction from the president is important. Clear? But one more thing is there in India. What is that? In executive or council of ministers also one minister will be there to look after this affair. Okay. The minister of defense. Clear? The defense minister. He is also very powerful. The defense minister of India. Clear? So just to keep these ideas in your mind. Okay. So both the president and prime ministers are powerful there. Okay. So in Sri Lanka, the president is also the head of the government. Okay. Not the head of the state, but head of the government. Some powers are there with him. Because that's a semi-presidential system they are following. Next one. So elected for a term of 6 years, the president cannot be removed except by the resolution in the parliament passed by at least 2/3 of the total members. Listen clearly. So the president is elected for a 6 years of term. Clear? If you want to remove the president from the power, the legislature can do that with the support of 2/3 of its members. 2/3 majority necessary. 2/3 out of 3 people, 2 people want to say, or 2 legislative members want to say that we don't needed this president. Clear? So out of 100, more than 66 votes necessary to remove the president from his power. Right? That's going to be the 2/3 majority. 2/3 majority. Okay. Clear? If it is passed by not less than 1/2 of the total number of the members of the parliament and the speaker is satisfied that such an allegation merit inquiry, then the speaker can report the matter to the Supreme Court. Okay. The same time, the speaker of the parliament want to understand the allegation against the president. Clear? The problem that created by the government, and the speaker can suggest to the Supreme Court to remove the president from the power. So all these things are functioning there, right? Executive is functioning, legislature is functioning, judiciary also functioning to remove the president. Clear? That's what the system there in Sri Lanka. In America also the system is there called to be impeachment to make the president away from the power. Clear? Impeachment. That's an activity. So it's almost like that. How is the position of the president and prime minister in Sri Lanka different from India? We know that, right? In India, all powerful person, it is the prime minister, right? Clear? President is this a ceremonial head. Okay. But he is the commander in chief of the armed forces also. That's another thing. So compare the role of the Supreme Court in impeachment of the president in India and Sri Lanka. Okay. So impeachment in both countries, the Supreme Court want to interfere. Next one. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. So in a parliamentary system, the prime minister is the head of the government. Most parliamentary systems have the president or a monarch who is the nominal head of the state. Nominal. What do you mean by the term of nominal? Namesake. Okay, namesake. Just for namesake. Nominal. There is no powers. Minimal powers are there for them. Nominal. That's what. Nominal head of the state. So monarch or a president in a parliamentary system considering as a nominal head of the state. In such a system, the role of president or monarch is primarily ceremonial, and prime minister along with the cabinet wields effective power. Okay, cabinet ministers. That's what. Okay. The effective powers are there with the prime minister and the ministers, cabinet ministers. Okay, what do you mean cabinet ministers? Very important affairs are there in the country. Okay, clear. The ministers, they are handling such issues or such departments. We will call them as cabinet ministers or ministers with the cabinet rank. Clear or not? Not just a minister, but a minister with a cabinet rank. So the home minister or the defense minister or the railway minister. Okay, such kind of ministers are there. They are basically have the cabinet rank. Clear? Understanding or not? They are not just ministers, but the ministers with the cabinet rank. Okay, countries with such system include Germany, Italy, Japan, United Kingdom, as well as Portugal. A semi-presidential system has both a president and a prime minister, but unlike the parliamentary system, the president may possess significant day-to-day powers. Okay, in the semi-parliamentary system, the president has some more powers, okay, than the parliamentary system. In the presidential system, president is all powerful. In the parliamentary system, there is nominal powers for the president. Okay, but in the semi-presidential system, some powers are there with the government. I mean, the president. Okay. In the system, it is possible that sometimes the president and the prime minister may belong to the same party, and at times they may belong to the two different parties, and thus would be opposed to each other. Countries with such system include France, Russia, Sri Lanka. France, Russia, and Sri Lanka. So the electoral system, it is different. So the prime minister and president will come from the same party or from different parties. If it is different parties, the disputes will be there between the president and the prime minister. It will create some administrative troubles there. Okay. But from the same party, we cannot find such kind of administrative problems. Clear? Yes or no? You got that points? All these points are clear or not? Tell me. No answers from anyone. Okay, Ashish, sorry, Amalraj, what happened? Drowsy, getting sleep. Hmm? So boring. No. Okay, okay. Come back. Come back. Here it is. Now we are going to discuss about the parliamentary executive in India. Parliamentary executive in India. When the Constitution of India was written, India already had some experience of running the parliamentary system under the Act of 1919 and 1935. This called to be the famous or infamous Indian Act of 1919 and Indian Act of 1935 that made by the British government in India. Clear? These two rules that made by the British government in India. So here, when the Constitution of India was written, India already had some experience in running the parliamentary system under the Act of 1919 and 1935. So British government that time, they also practiced the parliamentary system. So they used the same technique in India too. Okay, and most of the political parties in India of those time, they participated in such kind of elections, basically termed as the council elections. Council elections. So listen, are you able to understand these things? Clear? Okay, I'm speaking or giving a speech like a politician, and you are simply listening that it's not good at all. Okay, clear or not? So politics is a subject. Some basic things are there. If you know those things, it is easy to understand. In which the most important thing is, but you don't like, but I want to say that it is newspaper. Okay, clear. It is what is that? It is the newspaper. Want to read. Okay, want to understand. Then only, or else trouble will be there. Okay, I cannot understand the things there. So I'm simply requesting you people to read the newspaper. Okay, for us, there is no forceps, there is no stethoscopes, there is no solutions. Understand? I mean, there is no chemicals with us for making an experiment, right or not? Our experiment with the people. Clear? Our experiment with the newses, our experiment with the situations. Okay, clear or not? There is no formulas with us. We want to create it. That's what a student of political science want to do. Okay, that's the power of a political science student. We are able to make changes in the country. We are able to make changes in the society. Okay, the Karl Marx, his ideas, Gandhi, his ideas. After 50 to 60 years, philosophy of Elvina Joy, Elvinism, maybe chances are there. Philosophy of Amal Rajism, like a Gandhism. Okay, Aishwarism, like Aishwarya. Grishmism and even Ashish Benisism also, chances are there. If you're thinking so, if you're providing something good for the society, you're able to drag the society for living a wonderful life in the society. So in the after 50 to 100 years, the students will learn such kind of things in the, what is that? Their textbooks. Okay. And they will mention the teacher of you people also. Right or not? Anyway, it's not me, right? Let it. So listen, guys, I'm winding up the session now. We will meet by 3:15. 3:15. So have a short break. Okay. And read the textbook thoroughly. One more thing I'm repeating, read the textbook thoroughly. We will meet by 3:15. Okay. Thank you.